Here we are for a show match between Fasih and Leader. This is not part of our tournament. It's just a show match between the two players, and for fun, basically. Invitational from Shahnawaz. He wanted to play some games against Fasih. We have random civs here. We have Tatars versus Romans. I'm actually not sure if they picked or it's random. I'm not sure. Arabia is the first game. Fasih seems to be quite ahead in the score there. Maybe it's just related to scouting. Yeah, it's probably related to scouting because Shahnawaz is not scouted as much as Fasih has. Fasih has scouted pretty quickly. So just trying to see if the resolution can be fixed on this somehow. No, it's all good. I'm just trying to see if I could fix the resolution on my casting there. Okay. So talking about Romans, Romans have 5% bonus on gathering, repairing, and building on the villagers. That's 5% throughout the age. Men-at-arms are coming in here from Shahnawaz. He has lost some HP on one of them. He's trying to go after Fasih's market here, and Fasih is very close to clicking up now. Actually, once he completes this market, I think he should be going up. He has the blacksmith and the market, so he's doing FC here with Tatars. I think that is the best play with Tatars. You go FC and you can tech into Cav Archers to get free thumb ring. And I think they also get free Parathin Tactus when they go into the Imperial Age. Romans is a very strong civ. If played right and played into the bit of a late game, they can really do a lot of damage. Their infantry gets double the effect from the blacksmith. So if you research forging, instead of +1 attack, they get +2 attack. Same thing with the armor. If you research the armor, which looks like Shahnawaz has not done. If he did that, I think these things will be very hard to kill. They get +2 armor instead of +1. Their scorpions are cheaper and they fire faster. 33% faster, which is an insane civ bonus. It's almost broken to me. It's so cheap to make scorpions in Castle Age with Romans. Having said that, Fasih is almost Castle Age and Shahnawaz is nowhere close to it. He's really behind on Castle Age. The will difference is 25 to 25, so seems like Shahnawaz fell behind in the will production because Fasih's TC is idle at the moment. He's not producing any villagers. He's going into Castle Age. He managed to take a lot of deer outside his town. That mill there, which helped him get to the Castle Age pretty quickly. 3 kills for Fasih and 1 death. So I think, yeah, leader lost 1 villager. I'd like to see their idle eco percentages here. Fairly even, not a big difference in that. Military APMs somewhat similar. So Fasih is in Castle Age and leader just clicked up, so leader is going to take some time to get to Castle Age, but once leader is in Castle Age, he definitely has an advantage playing as Romans. Romans do need a bit of time to hit that Castle Age, the way I feel it, and then the power spike comes in with Centurions if you have a castle, or even Legionaries, who get, of course, the double effect from the blacksmith. So they're very hard to kill even with the archers, even though they're infantry. They're very hard to kill with the archers. And if leader decides to go that way, leader is not walled. I think he should have walled as his map is decent from walling here, 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 and here, and that secures him a good decent amount of base. He does have a forward goal though. Steep Lancers are coming in from Fasih. He saw this stone. He saw that leader has gone on stone. I mean, the score difference is huge though. The score difference is huge. Leader is quite behind, whether that's to scouting or whether that's to the kills. There is quite a bit of a difference here in score. KD is 4-1. So that affects and there's more will losses here. Leader has gone off stone now. He doesn't have another stone at the moment. He's making another TC on this side, but this could be denied as well. If Fasih makes it here on time, this could be a problem. Fasih is hitting leader over the gold tile there, and he lost a villager there because the steep lancers can go through. They have 1 range, so they can actually hit 1 tile away through the wall or something like that. They can hit, which is a deadly bonus if you know how to use them. But Fasih lost a steep lancer there to the TC fire, and he's going to lose another one if he doesn't pay attention. He lost another one there, but he's harassing. Yeah, Shahnawaz needs to go to this tile to avoid getting hit, but even then he will get hit. I think he needs to go to this tile. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, some knights. Shahnawaz is trying to make some pikes here. He has access to this gold, so that's positive. He's back on stone again. He should be going for probably a castle, or he must get a TC on this stone. If he wants to go for Centurions, he has to TC this stone to be able to safely take it. Seed Workshop forward from Fasih. Fasih now going on a second TC, but has a lot of map control, is harassing leader. Leader has lost 7 villagers. Wow, that's a lot of villagers lost, and even now he's being harassed. Yeah, this is leader is really behind in this game, and I don't think Fasih will let him get back into it. Yeah, this is pretty over in my opinion. Unless Fasih lets up, the attack. These spikes might be able to do some damage here, just to hold back Fasih a bit, but Fasih is way ahead um, in score. Mind you, it's only a 6 will difference here. It's not a huge difference. But Shahnawaz has lost a lot of villagers here. 8 villagers now. Yeah. Now he should TC the stone. I feel that he should TC the stone to be able to have enough. Okay, he's building a castle now in the back there. Maybe even a TC later on here when he stabilizes a bit. But he has no food eco. He's gonna have to buy food and make some centurions to counter these steep lancers. Steep lancers don't really have any upgrades at the moment. Plus he has ignored those upgrades. He's trying to focus on his eco. His 2 wheels are idle here, but overall pretty decent going here. That's it. Shahnawaz shouldn't be ungarrisoning his villagers. He should just try and I don't know, where did his spikes go? I didn't catch that, but I think he lost his spikes. He's trying to collect as much food as possible here. 2 mangonels constantly hitting. He's trying to carry on. He's trying to save this. He should be trying to mass some. First, he's losing some stiff lancers there, killing that TC. Shahnawaz has to abandon that position. He can't handle the pressure. And he doesn't really have the food. Actually, he does. He should be making more of the centurions here. This one is almost. He lost a lot of HP there. Should probably garrison it. Build a. Yeah, there you go, the market. If the market goes down, Shahnawaz will have huge problems here. He's trying to hold on, but I don't see how this game will be coming back in Shahnawaz's favor. That's a lot of steeps there. Fasih does play a lot of cav archers, so I was thinking maybe he'll go for that, but this is a good choice. I mean, if he went cav archers, I think he would do better in case of fighting these centurions here. But the numbers there's a big difference in numbers. Shahnawaz's food eco is in shambles here. Only 6 on food at the moment. There's a big ball of steep lancers here, and Fasih is 57 wills to 35. Big difference there. Yeah, Shahnawaz shouldn't be fighting that. He should be protecting his wills, and I feel that his castle could have come here to maybe just avoid these raids a bit. He really built it in the back there. He's not really protecting anything with that. But like right now, this castle cannot protect this TC, you know. If he had the castle in the front, maybe that would be. Yeah, that's GG. He has nothing. That castle position is iffy. He could have put it here. He had the time. A lot of wills here. He had the TC to protect it. Maybe here to just sort of push back this. Yeah, GG's called. GG's called. Both players played this first game on Arabia. I don't know if they're picking maps or they're just playing on Arabia. I'm gonna ask them. Okay, second game is also Arabia, random. Should start in a minute. It's going to be Incas for Fasih and Aztecs for leader at random saves. Very interesting saves. Both are very good on Arabia. Incas a bit OP in my opinion, even better than Aztecs nowadays with their new bonuses there. Here we go. So Fasih is Incas, leader is Aztecs. Two Mezosiv, very strong on Arabia, both of them. Let's take a look at the maps quickly here. Fasih is in blue, leader is in red. Fasih has a forward gold, forward berries,
Yes.
somewhat volleyball. There's a pause. Um, hmm. Yeah, walling is not that bad for Fussy. I could say that he could wall up here, here, but I don't think he will wall up. I think he will play pretty open. Let's look at Shahnawaz. He does have a back gold, which is good. Aztecs need gold if they want to go for eagles or even archers. Um, wall is also wallable. Actually, this is a better map to wall. If he goes to the edge of the map, of course, there's not much walling needed here. They are sort of close, and this side of the map is kind of open, so it will be a super aggressive game again. I'll go through the the bonuses here. So Incas military units food cost has been reduced 15% in Dark Age, 20% in Feudal, 25% in Castle, and 30% in Imperial. That affects definitely their food heavy infantry, um, pikes, eagles. Eagles are not that big on food, but still, it's a discount nevertheless. Villagers are affected by blacksmith upgrades. This is the old bonus, which was already starting in Castle Age, which was already in place. Houses for 10% population. I think that's also um, an older bonus. Buildings cost 15% less stone. I'm not sure if this is new or old, but this is a good bonus to have. This affects your castles, of course, cheaper ones, and then also affects, of course, your new town centers. Um, Kamyuk and Slingers are the unique units they have. Slingers very good against infantry. So is Kamyuk very good against cavalry and infantry. Skirmishers and Slingers no minimum range as a unique tech. Fabric shields, Kamyuks and Slingers, Eagles +1 and +2 pierce armor. This is insane because Eagles are already very strong. I mean, they don't die to archers. They have very good um, armor on them. But especially Slingers and Kamyuks, to give them 2 +2 pierce armor is insane because the only counter you really have to Kamyuks and Slingers is the archers. With a +1 melee armor and +2 pierce armor, it's gonna be tough to kill these things. So really, Kamyuks and Slingers are very strong. Um, very strong Civ Incas. Um, let's switch over to Aztecs quickly. It's an infantry and monk civilization. Villagers carry 3% more, sorry, +3 resources. So anything they collect, they carry an extra 3 units of that food, gold, wood, whatever it is. Military units are created 11% faster. Monks have +5 hit points for each monastery technology. So if you research everything in the monastery, they have plus hit points, +5 hit points. So a fully upgraded monk from Aztecs has an HP of 95, which is insane. Probably the strongest unit in the game. Starts with a 50% plus 50 gold. Jaguar Warrior is the infantry from the castle. Um, Athletal skirmishers +1 attack and +1 range. Garland Wars +1 attack on the infantries. And relics generate 33%, plus 33% gold, which is amazing. Now, I don't know why there is such a long wait. I think they don't want to continue uh, because Fasih apparently does have work in the morning and he doesn't want to stay up too long. It's already 1 o'clock here in the East Coast, in the Eastern time zone. So let's see if they will continue this game or not. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
Sean was having a pizza party and he had to go and pick up pizza from the door. That's what the holdup was. He probably had to swallow a couple slices as well. They're back on now. So Incas versus Aztecs, very interesting. Both civs are very strong on infantry. Those Kamyuks are very strong. Slingers are very strong. And but I definitely think Incas is a stronger civ now on Arabia with the new bonuses, the cheaper military, and the +2 armor on slingers and Kamyuks is just insane for late game. They won't die to archer civs anymore. It's very tough to beat them with archer civs. And if you have slingers and you have cameos, I mean, how do you kill them, right? In the late game. Very, very tough. You can't kill them with infantry. You can't kill them with cavalry. They're a counter to them. And now you give them +2 pierce armor, which means they won't die easily to arbalest either. So really, siege is the only answer to them. What can Aztecs do against them? Um, very tough to say. Aztecs get crossbow and arbalest, but they don't have thumb ring, so they can't fire as fast. So late game wise, I really don't know what Aztecs can do. Feudal to early castle, they might have an answer with the infantry bonus, and maybe a crossbow into infantry play. Aztecs might be able to push them back in early castle age, but late game, I don't see how Aztecs can push them back. I don't see that. Anyhow, we'll see that. That board layer from leader is outside his TC, not very efficient. But since Aztecs carry 3 more resources, it might be alright. On the other hand, this board layer from Fasih is perfect, using the TC to bring it down. Second board also taken by Shahnawaz. I hope he doesn't lose that. That's a better lure under a TC. Leader again is lagging behind in score quite a bit here. I'm not sure why. Again, I think it's due to scouting because Fussy scouting is quite a lot. He's scouted a lot. Let me see here. Yeah, versus Shahnawaz. Shahnawaz has not scouted as much. Idle TC slightly more for leader than it's for Fasih. Still about 30 seconds each. These guys are walking back to the TC to drop off stone. I think mining camp was created late, but he's early on stone. Quite early on stone here, Fasih. Is he looking to tower rush? Or is he looking to castle drop? Not too sure. Oh yeah. Forward barracks coming in here from Fasih. Leader scout is, I think, still looking for Fasih. Yeah, he doesn't know where he is. He's still looking. So Fasih already, leader already in feudal age. Barracks are up from Fasih. He hasn't clicked up just yet. Well, actually, sorry, he has clicked up, but he hasn't clicked up for making militias now. Does have the res to make some militia, but he's not on gold. He's on stone. So I have a feeling he's going for towers. I think I have a feeling. I think he's going to go for towers. Sees this wood line here. He's trying to decide whether to go for that tower or not. Yep, there it is. Tower coming up. That's going to range that wood line. I mean, Shahnawaz has this wood line. He has this wood line, so it's not going to be the end of the world here for him. But plus, he is going up into militia. He's getting supplies first, then the men at arms upgrade, and then the militia upgrades, and then the militias are coming. Spotted the tower. Why is that? What is that? That's a second. That's a second tower here. That's weird. I'm going to take away the berries as well from Shahnawaz. Blacksmith coming up here from Shahnawaz. I think these towers will go down because Shahnawaz is already making men at arms. But is he housed? He is housed. Shahnawaz is housed. Doesn't have the or doesn't have the wood to make a house either, or a lumber camp. He has these villagers on wood right now. He needs to make a house, and then that's such a big delay for him because the men at arms are already out from Fasih, and he's going for his second tower to tower the berries. Shahnawaz will have to start his. Well, he has to protect his gold. He needs to wall this in right now. Or make a counter tower. He needs to counter tower this. Right now. He needs to make another tower. He's off gold now. He can take this gold. But he's not towering. He should tower to fight this tower. So men at arms coming in now. He's gonna go and attack this tower first. He's gonna lose one of those men at arms. Yeah. So now he's gonna move his villagers. But he can fight the villagers. He can fight this with the villagers too. Fight it with your villagers as well. Yeah, there you go. And he has to take this down, and he might be able to take it down. Shahnawaz is losing a lot here though. I don't think he'll be able to take it down. He's lost all of his swordsmen. He is killing some villagers here. This tower might go down. Actually, this tower won't go down. Shahnawaz loses um, 5 villagers. Yep. I think the best defense here was to counter tower. That was the best defense, I think. He should have counter towered, and that way put this tower in under pressure. Like move on this side, make another tower here to avoid Fasih moving this direction, as well as taking down this tower. Like make a tower here. So this is all towers from Fasih. Market coming up from Shahnawaz. He has a lot of gold in the tank. He doesn't have enough food. He's walling his wood line here. Shahnawaz is going for the armor now. Scale mail armor. This tower could be a bit forward from Fasih, I think. Maybe here to deny this wood line. It could be right next to this house or something like that. Shahnawaz is ready to lose some more villagers here as... Okay, he saves a few of them. Yeah, he saves them. But he's losing a lot of swordsmen under the fire of these towers. He doesn't need to do anything with these towers. He needs to go after these towers here. He's like fully surrounded by all the towers here. Slowly, as Fasih will make his way towards these resources, Shahnawaz won't have anywhere to go, and he could have stopped it here with a tower right here where Fasih made the tower. If he made one tower here, Fasih's advance would stop, you know. So at least he gets rid of this tower here, and if he can get rid of this tower, he's back to berries and his wood line. Yeah, you see, this is where you need to tower your gold, man. You need to tower your gold. Be preemptive. Tower this area on your stone, on your neutral gold. He does have another gold here. I don't know if he knows about it though. Yeah, Shahnawaz knows about it. He can definitely go there, but he needs to tower up to protect his golds. But he has a decent amount of man-at-arms here, so he might be able to take down these towers. He has some armor on these men-at-arms, so they won't be that easy to kill, but still, they're getting shot at. He's gonna take down some with the wills, he's gonna take down some with the... That's well played by Shahnawaz to come back into the game. Fasih is trying to go into ranges now. He's very close to hitting Castle Age actually. Shahnawaz is also not that far off, and he has a market, so he could probably sell his stone and go up. But Fasih is a lot of stone here. He could probably carry on this tower fest for a bit now. He's lost a lot of towers though. I guess he can go into Castle Age and maybe go for a castle here somewhere. But a lot of infantry on the field at this point. Market is going down. But leader managed to click up. Both of them clicked up at the same time. Ah, scores are even. This could be very interesting. Fasih persisting with his towers, but exactly, Shahnawaz doesn't need to fight this. You can have the market, you can have the neutral gold, no problem. You have your main gold back, and maybe I would kill this barracks though if he sees it, but I won't fight this. There's no reason to fight this. He's making a third tower here. I mean, you can fight it to avoid having him come in and he just showed his hand, man. Yeah, you shouldn't have gone out. I think just stay back. Save your army. Exactly, yeah, save your army. You don't need to go out. Make a range, maybe tech into some skirms. You see the archers now. I would tech into some skirms here. And they would be helpful against the men-at-arms as well as the archers. Yeah, Shahnawaz he doesn't have enough wood though, but still I think he can try and go for that, because the next thing that's coming is a castle drop from Fasih, and it's gonna be here. He has the protection of the towers. He's gonna go drop a castle right here on the main TC, I think. Sean wants to abandon his wood line again. He will take this fight. I think he should win this fight. Crossbow is in from Fasih, but leader is tucking into some eagles now. I think that's a good move. He's trying to block. Good hold from leader so far. How's the will count looking? Fasih is way ahead in will count, 28 to 43. Leader did lose 8 villagers. Fasih only 2. You know, that's very well played from Fasih. With all those towers, with all that mayhem, chaos, he managed to lose only 2 villagers. And Shahnawaz, I think he could have ended the whole tower fiesta here if he made a tower here to counter this gold tower. He would hold the aggression. But then again, Fasih did lose a lot of his towers. He invested a lot in that. A lot of gold, a lot of stone. And he's making a defensive tower here, Fasih. He's not going forward with it. If I was Fasih, after putting so much pressure, I would probably drop a castle here. Shahnawaz is making eagles, so maybe that's the reason why he didn't go forward with the castle. Sean wants to go and raid with the eagles now. Mind you, this is one of the best civs, favorite civs of Shahnawaz. He loves playing this civ. And he's going to lose a lot of villagers here because he's not taking out, he's not clearing these, and he doesn't have a second TC either. Maybe make a TC in the back, something, man. You have the stone, you have the wood. Go for a second TC on the wood line. Shahnawaz, come on, man. Deny this. Ah, no, too late. He's moving woodline to woodline here. The eagle play is not bad at all, but he needs to make sure that he doesn't lose them. He needs to keep them intact here. Don't go into TC fire maybe. Just, you know, stick around, be annoying. Yeah, there, you know. He called it. Shahnawaz had no chance here, man. With the eco difference, 32-55. I don't know why he didn't go for another TC. He didn't go for a tower. He didn't go for a TC on stone to counter the forward aggression. Drop a defensive castle here. Keep the eagles alive. They hit the castle age at the same time. Or even make a TC on the wood lines, you know. Like as soon as you cleared those towers and you went castle age, clear these houses, keep your eagles at home to defend and make a TC here just to make sure that you don't lose your wood lines. But yeah, it's a good game. It's a very good game from Fasih. Again, a very good forward move with the men at arms, tower rush. Kept Shahnawaz at bay the whole game. And yeah, I think missed opportunity from Shahnawaz to tower his main goal. If he towered this, I think it would really um, buy him a lot more time. It'll buy him a lot more time, and it'll sort of stall the aggression from Fasih. He can drop a tower here and then go fight that tower with your wills, you know, or even fight that tower right away with your wills, and use some of the the main TC wills to make the tower here. Anyhow, we'll try and see if they're playing another one. No, that's it. 2 games only for tonight. Um, they will be going into sleep now. What I want to do is I was thinking to review one of my Arabia games yesterday there with Shahnawaz on Arabia that I lost. And I was just thinking to just review it to see what happened there. So I'll just go and check it out. Yeah, this is the game. So I'll go into capture age again. I just want to see. I lost this game. It was a tournament game, the first game, and I just want to review it for myself to see um, how this panned out. I had a very good map, back berries, back gold, very good map, and I had Portuguese as a civ, and Shahnawaz had Malay as a civ. He had a forward gold, forward berries. His woodlines, he did have a back woodline, but a bit far off. So it wasn't the most ideal woodline for him. For me, I had a side woodline. I had this side woodline, so it wasn't that bad. Still a bit spread out, a bit away from my TC there, but not bad. Just gonna speed it up a bit. Leader clicked up 17 pop, 18 pop, he was up. Crazy timing there. I was still not up at 20 pop. Still taking my time. Actually, I forgot to click up on this one. I should have clicked up and I forgot to click up to the next stage, and I started putting my villagers to work instead of clicking up. I clicked up now, like it was very late. He was already in feudal age. He was going straight into the men at arms. Yeah, I think A, not clicking up on time, and B, 21 pop is kind of late for Portuguese to go up, because this is exactly what happens to you if you forget to click up to the next stage on time. And I lost a villager as well here to this scout, which was not smart at all. I lost my scout here too. Yep, lost my scout, lost a will. It all started to turn. And there was a gap here as well. There was a gap between this barrack and this wood line as well. So that wasn't well placed. This barrack wasn't well placed. It should have been right here maybe. One minute I'm coming forward. Range coming up from Shahnawaz. Here I didn't expect this. I didn't see it. I was expecting scouts because of the timing of Shahnawaz going up. I wasn't expecting men-at-arms. I really thought he was going to go scouts because of the timing of his feudal age. So I made a spear. My plan all along was to make archers, but this was all in shambles here by that time because of these two men-at-arms, which were I wasn't expecting these. And this is the thing: what happens when you lose your scout. I wasn't able to scout this. I wasn't able to see the buildings he was making. Now he was going into a range most probably to make skirms. Yeah, exactly that. He is making skirms that counter to my archers. He knew that I was going archers. And he had armor on these. He had armor on these for 2 men-at-arms. That's a big investment on 2 men-at-arms. I mean, he went back and made more afterwards, but you know, that was his plan all along. He was ahead in will count by 4 wills. I had lost 2 wills. He lost 2 men-at-arms and I lost 2 wills. And of course my scout. So as I went forward with my archers, he was coming in with his skirms. I was trying to wall here. I mean, this force I could fight with my will, so I wasn't too concerned about that. My entire focus should have been here on his gold. had a forward goal and I wanted to harass it. And his other goal was only this side. But by this time he had already taken 400 gold, which was enough for him to go up. Plus he was harassing me at the base. I was walling here. He didn't have a market at this point. He had to abandon his wood line. I caught up to the will somewhat, 27 to 28. Started fighting with wills against these skirms. No choice. All the while I was trying to harass him, and multitasking was not easy because, as you can see, my wills were all over the place. I probably even lost this will. Yeah, I did lose this will. I'm pretty sure I did. There's no way I didn't lose this will. Yeah, I did. Was trying to take a will from Shahnawaz, but he had some military on the fort, so I had to move out. I abandoned that area. He was back on his goal, and his skirms were still harassing me. This will would have gone down as well. So all the while, I have an idle TC time of 4 minutes, which is a bit less than him, but my idle eco is higher. You see, he idled my eco quite a bit here. There you go. He's back on his main gold, and I wanted to harass this. I did kill this military, I believe. Yeah, I didn't do much with that. I was walled. I thought I was walled, except this area. But here's the thing. He's almost castle aged, and I'm nowhere close. And this is the issue, that I didn't time my feudal age correctly, and now even my castle age, I'm behind. I should have gone up into castle age much earlier. And this is where I make a big mistake, right? Going forward with these archers and staying in his base. He used the market, I believe. Yeah, he probably used the market because I didn't notice it, but he definitely did that. I had to split some of my archers. This was a excuse me. This was a good move to come forward, start harassing him while he's going up into castle age. But I think as soon as he hits castle age, I should go back. I shouldn't stay here anymore because I don't know what's coming. You see, that's what's coming. Cavalry, lots of it. I'm trying to chase down this villager here. He saves it. I lose an archer. You see, right here, as soon as I see that he's in castle age, I do go back, but I do turn back again. Yeah, there you go. You see? So he's started the night production already. He's selling his food for gold, so he's using the market a lot. I think Shahnawaz should be playing Saracens because he uses the market a lot very well. He uses it very well. I take one will. I've lost 3. I take 1. But you see, I shouldn't be here. This is the thing. I should not be here. I made this mistake. He has the armor. I don't have a crossbow yet. I'm not even in castle age. There's no reason for me to linger here. There's no damage to be done. Go back home. Save these save these archers. Yeah, you see, I hit castle age and I have no archers to upgrade. So this is where I lost the game, pretty much. After this, it was just non-stop raiding from Shahnawaz. I stacked into pikes here, panic pikes. I made this barracks, but there was a hole right here. This is what killed me. It didn't give me a chance to do anything, pretty much, you know. I was still making archers. I was trying to kill his knights coming forward, but the damage was done, pretty much, you know. So in this situation, I still have less idle TC time for some reason. I don't understand. Will count is 38 to 28. I lost a lot of will, so you see, 11 wills lost here. So that raid from the knights, it just took the game away from me. It was very tough for me to come back. Again, another mistake I make. I take these pikes and I go forward when they should be defending me against another raid from Shahnawaz, and I should be building like a TC. I was off wood, and I didn't find this. Yeah, a lot of knights coming in now. 7 more knights coming in, but I have the pikes to defend. It's just that I think about going forward, which I shouldn't have. Should have stayed back and just wait for him to come in and defend myself with pikes. All the while I'm trying to manage my eco, somehow get another TC up, which I'm far from. I have a lot of food and I have a lot of gold. I do have stables, but I don't make any knights to counter his, even though mine are cheaper. You see it right here. So this is something that I should have noticed. Shahnawaz is building a small army of men-at-arms here, along with, he knows I have a lot of pikes, so these men-at-arms would definitely counter my pikes. Now you see this. What am I doing? I should be staying here. Should be staying home and defending. Shahnawaz comes back. Okay, he wants to go with his swordsman. Makes sense. I send all my pikes here and lose them all here to raid him for some odd reason. He does turn back to save his villagers. I do kill some of his vills. Did I get any damage in? Okay, I killed some. But then I lose I lose a lot of my pikes to this. So you see, even though he had a lot of these guys here, this game was for me to lose. After putting all my pikes under that, I took 4 wills. Yeah, I took like 4 wills, but I lost so many pikes. 62. I lost 62 military. 11 wills, so I lost 51 military. 51 military was lost in this game. And this is closer to Castle Age. I make a market. I want to go for a TC outside, but the knights are coming in. Swordsmen are coming in. I have absolutely nothing to defend myself with. If I had the pikes and I had these archers, I could maybe make a fight out of this. But I had lost all my pikes. That was a big mistake. That was my window of defending myself. So these archers could probably clear these swordsmen, and my pikes could probably clear these knights. But once I lost this fight, this was GG. I was behind 31 wills to 47, and I didn't have an answer. I didn't have any military on the. I did have some resources here, but yeah, I mean you can't. The swordsman would probably take out my TC. Yeah, I called it at this point. Hmm. So two crucial mistakes made here. First one, I lost a lot of archers. Should have brought them back. Don't linger in somebody's town if they're in Castle Age and you're not, especially if you're far from it, like I was. And second, sending the pikes forward was a huge mistake. Those were my defensive units. I should have kept them at base, and I should have rolled them back and forth and wait for this raid to come in. And I had enough archers to defend against the swordsman, and I had enough pikes to defend against these knights. And if I waited off this wave, I had a chance. I would have bought myself some time, even though my eco was behind. Um, it would have given me some more time to make another TC, maybe go boom a little bit, defend for a bit, and then try and counter raid with cheaper knights. Maybe I do get cheaper knights than melee. I have a 20% discount on all my military units. So if I make archers or I make knights, I can probably make more of them, provided my um, eco gets back in shape. So this game, after analyzing, this is the mistakes I made, and I should have just made sure that I don't make those mistakes. Um, yeah, castle timing is another thing. My feudal timing was really poor, really poor. Even though everything went pretty smooth, I forgot to click up, and I also um, uh, went up 21 pop when I should have gone up earlier. That could also be because of the one villager that I lost to that scout. That was also my mistake because I wasn't fighting that scout with two villagers. Um, society, I mean, eventually, of course, um, Shahnawaz had more. I had less villagers, but for majority of the game, I mean, okay, at feudal we were pretty much the even, 20 to 20, and then I lost one. He went one up, and we were pretty much apart by a couple villagers after that until Castle Age. And at this point, I started losing more villagers due to the night raids. Yeah, right there, I lost a lot of villagers. And then, of course, more after that. APM, I really don't care about APM much. Um, it's okay. It's nothing that decides the game at a bigger level. Probably some micro battles, but other than that, it was okay. A more stable APM is better. For example, Shahnawaz's APM was pretty steady. Mine was really spiking, especially when I was getting ready, maybe. All right. I'm going to review a second game that I played with Shahnawaz. Let me go to replays again. So this was the first game we played yesterday on on Arabia, which I lost the tournament game, and the second one was Poles versus Vietnamese, which I did win, but I would still like to review it. So this was sort of like a nomad map, but you did start with the TCs. You had water all around you, like you have in nomad normally. A bit of a bigger landmass. Um, you started with 3 farms already, and there was a lot of sheep here, and I only found one boar. I'm not sure if there was a second, but I only found one, which was this one. There's no scout, of course. That was another. So this is the randomness of the mega random maps, which I like. They have a unique randomness to them. They sort of take a couple maps and put them together to generate one. So this one, as you can see, there's fish and water, sort of like a hybrid map. I was playing as Poles. Sean was playing as Vietnamese. So obviously Vietnamese know my position where I am, but you'd get no scout, so that sort of didn't help him. So it was a bit of a bad luck for him. But also, I was lucky with Poles because we had a lot of stone on this map and not a lot of gold. Um, or you do have gold, but it's really spread out. It's not much, but the stone is a lot. You have a lot of stone here, right? Yeah, you have a lot of stone close to you. So all these gray things on the map are stones, you see? So as you can see, a lot of on the mini map. So as you can see, there's a lot of stone on the map, but not enough gold. So that was something that really helped me out. And poles are a good sieve overall for, I believe, mega random maps because of this randomness. Sometimes you don't get the gold, but you get stone. And this was the reason why I picked poles for a mega random game, because you don't know what you're going to get. I used to pick Persians, but this time Persians was banned. I picked them, but Chan was banned it, so I couldn't use them because Persians have a faster working TC, so that helps you on a mega random sort of map, like a nomad type of map. Early on, you can make a lot more wills quicker, and they have very strong docks. They have, I think, double the HP docks, so you can't take them out if you get water. So here, instead of going for the mill, I went for the folwarks, which was also something that I should have known. I should have decided to go for the water, I think. I saw the boar and I figured, you know what, there's a lot of sheep. I got 3 farms. I don't need to go to water right away. Maybe I'll stick to the land for now. Uh, Shahnawaz did find his boar as well. Found a lot of sheep. And his goal was forward, see? His goal was forward. His stone was forward. So was mine, but still very close to my TC. For him, it was a bit further out. So yeah, it wasn't a good map for Vietnamese overall, I would say. Having no scout is a big loss on a mega random map because that's one of the advantages you get with Vietnamese. So you can see the other guy's TC. He could probably still see my TC, but if you don't have a scout, you can't really abuse that. You can't go forward, steal my sheep or anything like that, you know? So that was a disadvantage. I'm just gonna fast forward a bit here. Will counts are pretty even here. I was house for a bit, so it was leader. As at this stage in the game, I wasn't too sure what I was gonna do. But anyhow, I'm gonna still review this. I do have the wood for mill, And there are patches of deer around here, so maybe I should have milled it instead of going out so far out, or maybe mill this one and then take this. So milling wasn't a bad option. Here I go on stone right away. I was planning to go fast castle here, and then I realized I didn't have enough food because there's no second boar, and then I'm only 8 on wood. So should I go for farms here, or should I go for a dock here? I do go for a mining camp because I need that gold to go up. Now, what I'm gonna see here is this villager will collect 10 stone, and once she drops off the 10 stone, how much? You don't really get much gold. Okay, so they don't actually, you don't get gold when they drop off the stone. You actually keep on generating the gold while they're collecting. So that's, yeah, it's very hard to actually see this. Maybe we'll have to do some more research on how much gold is generated by collecting stone to be able to go to Castle Age by collecting stone only. Like how many wills should I put on stone in order to go up on an FC map? So here, realizing there's not much food for me to go FC, I decide to go and see if I could dock. Because my hope was that, you know, with 25 population, I might be able to go FC here, but that was wrong. Didn't have the gold, didn't have the food. So I go for a dock, which is very late. Normally you should go for a dock much earlier. And I see that Shahnawaz was already on a dock with two shipping fish out. So definitely ahead of me in terms of eco. Definitely ahead of me in going up faster. And he only had 8 on food. Because he was on fish, he was better on the food eco there than me. You see how late I went to feudal age, but I still couldn't go up FC. He's 25 pop and he's very close to going FC as well as me. I do have the gold advantage though. Wills are pretty even. I haven't created any wills. Trying to create wills, no. Fishing ship and spearmen coming out, which was not really needed. That's the thing about Mega Random. I wasn't aware whether he was going into scouts or not, and I was making spears to just scout and see what he's doing. Yeah, Shahnawaz is ahead in terms of wills by 1, and he's definitely going up faster than me to Castle Age as well. I take Horse Collar as well. That delayed my Castle Age further. I do have a lot of stone here, which I could use to castle later on. Going for a second dock to make more fishing ships. But this dock is way too close. I should have made it further out so that I could have used this fish maybe. This dock is way too close. Should be making it outside, further out, so I can make fishing ships closer to this other batch of salmon fish. My idle TC time is higher than Shahnawaz. Worker efficiency is a bit better. I make 3 scouts to harass him. And due to that, he's already in Castle Age, and I'm still not in Castle Age. I'm not even close to clicking up yet. He's already second TC in the front to take his gold. And I find no one to kill here. And I think I was missing a second building as well. Yeah. Now I'm making a range here. I was so far into Castle Age resources. I'm walling up as well. Just clicked up Castle Age in 18 minutes, so I'll be up around 20 minutes, 21 minutes. Second stable coming up. Bit ahead in the will count. There's nothing really to harass here. I did get him off the berries a bit. Trying to sort of delay his second stable here. Took a will there. I'm in Castle Age now. Mind you, Shahnawaz did not have any military at this point, and I had 3 scouts, so the castle could come a bit more forward too. But I think a defensive castle was more the need of the hour. Shahnawaz looking to boom for sure. 39 to 44 wills, he was ahead. Shan was taking into elephants. Vietnamese do get very strong battle elephants. Going into ranges as well. He was preparing for all possibilities here. Definitely had an eco, 60 to 45. I was investing in a lot of um, knights here, and I needed to go into gold. There was no way I could have afforded to make the knights with only staying on stone. I decided to go for a castle here to sort of. I mean, this castle is no good, right? This castle is no good. Should have maybe gone a bit more into here, maybe. Yeah, this would have been good castle. This castle was just asking for it. It was just an easy castle to destroy. There was no reason for that. So this tech is the slashed privileges, which is going to reduce my cost of making a knight for gold, 60% less gold, which is a very good upgrade for Castle Age. If you can do that, if you can get that and your eco allows it, you can make some very cheap knights very quickly. And these are bloodline knights. These are not just any knights. They're fully upgraded. So that's where I try to put some pressure here. Shahnawaz does have a forward castle, so if I had taken that position with my first castle, maybe it wasn't a bad idea. He has to take out this castle, so he's making a lot of rams. The rams have been buffed, so they are faster now. They come in very quick. And Shahnawaz has a lot of elephants here. His eco is really good. His eco is 10 villagers ahead of me. And is full on booming. Yeah, this fight is definitely for the elephants. There's no way I can win this fight with these knights, but I was trying to hold up this this attack from Shahnawaz, but I should have seen this coming, right? This is also a mistake from me. Should have seen this coming because he is in stables. He has so many stables, and he's definitely not making knights. He's definitely making elephants, and I should be attacking into monks much earlier. He did lose a lot of elephants here, though. Did lose a lot of elephants, and the thing is, my knights are cheaper, so it's not costing me as much as it's costing him losing these elephants. These elephants are much more expensive. They're tanks though, 250 HP. 12 plus 2 attack. They are a bit on the slower side. My knights have 10 plus 2 attack. But 120 HP, which is less than half of what these elephants have. The attacks are the same though. Actually, no. Elephants have more attacks. Knights are faster though. Elephants are a bit slower. Yes. My monks are missing from action right now, even though I have 2 of them. Now they come forward. Shahnawaz is going forward with another castle. He wants to push my main base here. He has a lot of rams, and here I try to convert.
some elephants and take this fight. Again, the cheaper knights uh, are a big bonus here. With a couple conversions, we converted one elephant here, but we did win this battle by a lot. This castle came up on this side. The will difference is 79 to 65, so he's still ahead of me in the will count. He is really doing well with his eco, but a lot on wood. I think eventually he's planning to go Rattan Archers, which are a very strong unit for Vietnamese. He has only one castle though. He has a stone, almost has a stone for a second castle. I have a lot of wood. That is not good. I made some more production buildings, which is also a mistake from me. Usually I don't do that. I have so much wood floating. There's no reason why I shouldn't be making more stables and definitely be making more farms. I do sell a lot of wood here for only 14 gold, which means that Shahnawaz has also used the market extensively and dropped the prices of buying gold with wood. So here, instead of waiting and building up knights, I decided to go in and sort of try and end the game here, since I had the advantage of the knights. And you see how easily these knights are being made so smoothly. Like, I don't have a big eco here, but the knights are so cheap. That's definitely a good bonus for Poles. Shahnawaz had the rest to make another castle here, but he didn't attempt for that. I think Shahnawaz could have maybe just put another castle on one side of the map, like here, or even like while I was taking out this one, delete these and make a castle here. He had the rest for that. He had the rest for a second castle. A second castle could have sort of delayed my charge here, and he was definitely ahead um, in the eco. Yeah, this game, the power spike that you get with cheaper knights, if you can use them right and not give time to the opponent. He did see my knights when I took the first fight. I don't know why he didn't go pikes right away. He should have switched to pikes right on the spot, but he didn't. Um, I didn't take a look at his resources there. Um, at that time, did he have the eco to switch to pikes or not. I mean, pikes are not that expensive. The elephants do take a lot more um, res than pikes do. So he had more resources collected by far. He has 3k more resources. A lot of wood, a lot of gold, a lot of stone. I had a bit more food. Actually, quite a bit more food. Yeah, his feudal timing was good. His castle timing was very early. Very, very early. 90 to 62 villagers. He had 6 fishing ships. And that's that. All right, I have 3 more games to review, but I think I'm gonna I'm gonna do them later and call it for now. All right, thank you for watching, guys. Have a good night.